Hey everyone, Matt here, and we are playing Five Nights at Freddy's Plushies 3. This is the third game in the Plushies franchise, and there isn't much more to say about it, so let's just start the game.
I will miss my kids so much. I could save them when they were getting killed, but I couldn't. So now it's all my fault for failing to intervene to stop the killer. But now that my kids are souls, at least they're in my head, and they told me that they're still alive inside of some plushies. And I think they were the ones from Freddy Daycare 1.0. They also said that even though I failed to save them from murder, I could free them from the plushies and put them in new bodies. I did hear about some horror attraction by Fazbear's K-12 company opening up soon. So if I get the job, I'll be able to see my kids again, but instead of the plushies. I will go over the newspaper to see if I'm up for the job or not.
Perfect plot. Opening soon, Fazbear's Daycare, the horror attraction. The location will be sure to scare your socks off with a horror attraction that is based off the unsolved mysteries of Freddy Fazbear's Daycare 1 and 2. The place will open this week, and we need a well experienced night guard to work from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. each night. What can go wrong? $180.55 per week. To apply for the job, call 155 2965 901. 12 a.m. shift 1. Booting up. Also, why not just destroy the plushies to free their souls or something?
Hello there, fellow night guard. Welcome to Fazbear's Daycare, the horror attraction. My name is Max, and I will be your phone guard throughout the entirety of your job. And oh, by the way, the place will be open on Thursday, so for the rest of the week, you need to make sure that no one dies and everything functions properly. And also, to make sure the building doesn't catch on fire. So your job as of tonight and later nights is the night guard. You won't just watch the place at night. You can also work during the day if you want to on opening day. If you agree to do it, then for the rest of opening day, you will be in an air-conditioned suit and you will entertain the visitors upon their arrival. And you'll also make sure that no one steals any of our props and doesn't speak gossip in the corner. And if any of these rules were to be broken, that will be very offensive towards us and our legal team. I'm sorry, but rules are rules. Anyway, if you look at your monitor, which is on your desk or something, you will be able to see some cameras, and you'll also be able to see what's inside cameras. So let me see. There's some posters, the cute and nice, as always, and some pet of an animatronic we barely even knew, plus a gold version of Bonnie. But it seems like all of this is as far as some stupid cosplay of some sorts. There's also a desk fan, which is very old school, and it's metal though, so watch for the fingers. So basically, a place in a nutshell is just a place full of some spooky frogs and animatronics from past establishments. So now that the introduction is finally taken care of, let's go on what you need to do here. It's real simple, and make sure no one kills you and stuff you in a spring trap suit. Or spring binding question mark? Well, never mind. Anyway, I've got to mention this, but we've seen some hallucinations around the building, and you told us that one of the plushies are your kids, I think. And if you think you can't see the phantoms in the cameras or hallucinations, then think twice. Since there is a feature installed in the monitor that will let you see the phantoms in the cameras. Very cool, right? So anyway, if they get in your office, then just don't panic. They will just scare you and go away. No harm done, regarding the fact that we will hyperventilate for a little. So that's about it, other than that under robot we've heard of. He isn't a hallucination at all, but he can hover around the building. So if you see him in your office, just tap the button, activate floodlight, and he will leave the office. Since he gets blinded by bright lights very often, and that's it for reals this time. So just keep an eye on things, and we'll find something to do for you tomorrow night.
That? What is that? It's Freddy. Also, I just find it funny how it's like public knowledge or whatever that like, ooh, your dead kids are possessing the plushies or whatever. Woo! Hello. Ooh, spooky. Also, I cannot move over back to the right side of the office. And also, I find it funny how it's like public knowledge, or like openly known that if you get caught by one of the actual animatronics or whatever, they'll just stuff you inside of a spare lock suit. Good old hallucination. I literally cannot go over to look at him. Thank God it's a hallucination. Otherwise, I would be dead. Also, it's so weird that there's a feature in the camera that lets you see the hallucinations. Or the phantoms. Or whatever. What is that? Oh. That... What is that? I can't... Where is it? I don't... What? It's angry. Hi. Yay! Floodlight. That was an actual animatronic. Wow. Also, the Freddy plushie is just gone. And 6 a.m. Great. That's loud. Yay. Ooh. I miss our father so much. I just wish to be free. I know, Carlton, Freddy plushie. I miss him too. So what we're gonna do if we see him again is that we will get revenge on him for what he did to us. Then someone will free us. Okay, that sounds like a plan, David. Bonnie plush. And who is this someone that will free us? Our father will set us free and put us in robot bodies. Okay? Okay. Oh no! It's him! Play dead now. Cool. Same stuff as the second game. You have the 5 nights, and then you have overtime. And then custom night, of course. Shift 2. Maybe this time we'll have to deal with Spare Lock Bonnie. Or Spring Lock Bonnie. Who was Justin Effin, who died in a spare lock suit. And apparently they have more suits here. Yay, I can move back and forth now.
daycare. So, welcome to your second shift here. So please be careful this week as all the hallucinations and robots become more active than ever. So you're now asking yourself, who's that student camera one? Well, I'll tell you his name. His name is Frank Bonnie. He was gonna be used as a spare suit for the second version of Bonnie's Lonely Diner when it opened back in 1978. But after its closing a year later, we didn't use it, and no one was allowed to touch it and or use it, since it was considered unsafe. But there was an employee that goes by the name of Justin Afton. He used the suit in 1999 to be saved from some children who the animatronic bias were crushed the night prior. And well, the rock stabbed and he died in the suit, and he was left to rot for a while. So anyway, enough backstory. Let's get to the part where I tell you what his defense mechanism is. So, if you go into your monitor, you will see a button labeled James Frontline's AI, and it's connected to his AI. So just use it if he's at the door in the office, okay? And in case you know where the door is, it's it's on the left side of the office, okay? Good. And there's another hallucination active. He goes by the name of Bonnie, I think. And oh, just one more thing. Did you remember last night when I told you to not panic when the hallucinations are in your office? That's because you should do that for most of the hallucinations here and every night onwards. So just remember that, okay? Good. So I gotta go, man. I gotta do some paperwork for the place. So see you tomorrow night, I hope.
This poor phone guide. He has to do the taxes for like every establishment he's in. And also, I can't tell if that's an animatronic or a suit. But we already know the order. Freddy. Other Freddy, I believe. And then, whatever the hell this is. Robotic Orange Bear, I guess. But it looks exactly like Toy Freddy. Or Robot Freddy. Or whatever they're called. Here's Freddy. Does he only move when I look at him? Because he starts here, then move there, then move there, then move there. What if I just don't look at him on the phone camera? Oh no, he moves at me. Hello! Also funny how the phantom jump scares or whatever seemingly are just the same ones from like the first and second game. But still. And I find their logic flawed with the children or whatever. Like, oh yes, our father will set us free. Also, as he goes through his job, let's scare him. Just play a little prank on him. Yes. That will go smoothly. We totally won't end up giving him a heart attack or something. Hello. You're missing an arm. And now we wait for this guy. And then this guy. And then Bonnie. Look at him go. He does the exact same thing as the Phantom animatronics. For whatever reason. He's in Cam 6, and I don't know where he's in Cam 4, and then in Cam 8, and then 3, and then 5. What even is this animatronic? Or robot, whatever. He gives off like a sad tone because of his eyes or whatever. like, or his eye holes, they're like slanted. The eyebrows do not give off that feeling, so. Oh well, gotta wait for this guy, so we can jam his AI. Because here at and he's doing the exact same thing. He's gonna stand up, you're gonna see him walk out of the room, and then he's gonna be out of the room. No, he's actually out of the room this time. Cool. But I find it funny how it's, yes, the spring lock suit that someone died in. Let's keep it through our actual daycare and for our horror attraction. That makes so much sense. I see no flaws in your logic. Up here, motherfucker. I can't see you. He's probably to the left. Oh well. And there he goes. And now we just deal with Bonnie, and the night is over. Lovely. I do like how the nights are quicker. 6 a.m. And I am one day closer to getting my paycheck. Awesome. Come on, after Night Lore. 1999, 23 years ago. Take that, crying children. I'm dead. Shift 3. I do like the refurbished cutscene. Tip, press the spacebar button on your keyboard if Creepy Fredbear gets in. What is Creepy Fredbear? Where's Creepy Fredbear? How is Creepy Fredbear? Oh god. There's audio too. Maybe that's Fredbear.
Oh, hey. So, welcome to day 3. Anyway, if you're now wondering who the suit is on camera 3, well, his name is Creepy Fredbear, and he will be active on this night. And we heard from our day watch guard, who was the guard that worked at Freddy Fazbear's Daycare 2-0, I think. He said that Creepy Fredbear was following him wherever he goes. And upon turning off the lights in a room, he goes back to camera 3, and he can be Fredbear. So, yeah, if he gets in the office, turn off the lights, and he will go out to camera 3, okay? And there's one hallucination active. He goes by the name Foxy. You don't need to do anything to Foxy, just don't panic once he gets in. But there's one plushie named Fredbear, but however, he will kill you, and he isn't a hallucination at all. So to defend yourself from him upon seeing him, go into your monitor and press the button play audio, and sensitive to sound, and he will disappear. So, that's about it for tonight. So just be sure to use the jammer to turn off Bonnie, flash the floodlights on the unknown robot, turn off the lights if Creepy Fredbear gets in, and press play audio in your monitor if the Fredbear player gets in, and that's about it. Alright then, I wish you luck. Bye-bye.
And now we wait for Sad Bear, Orange Bear, whatever. And then we wait for this guy. And then we wait for this guy. And then also, whatever Freddy. Or Fredbear. No! God damn it. I can't move over to the right again. Why? That's so dumb. Oh well. I guess we wait. And he appears there, and then there. And then he appears on camera 5. And then he appears in the office. Hello, my child. It is I, your father. And you have me hyperventilating because so spooky. Then camera 3, he's staring at the camera, but he's angry. And then camera 5, he's just there and he's sad. Ooga booga. No more floodlight. So the audio must be for Fredbear. Because if he were, as if I were supposed to click. Because if I were supposed to click on Fredbear, then it would be bad if he was on the right side of the screen, because I cannot move over to the right. Maybe they knew of that and made it so it was an audio thing. Like the fire alarm. Yes, hello. Give me a spook. Give me a real spooky spook. He appears in the hallway. Neat, but not as spooky because he's literally like 10 feet away from me. Not as spooky when they're not right up in your face. And now we wait for Bonnie and this fucker and Fredbear. And also Foxy. I forgot about him. Please just hurry up, Bonnie. So my question is, are the souls of whoever we play as children, are they possessing Bonnie and Freddy, even though they're plushies and they technically don't even really exist? Or is it like all the plushies, like Foxy and Chica, where we have 4 children for the good old sake of plot? Oh, he's moving. His head tilted. Woo! Also, he's moving without eyes. Granted, you don't need eyes to move, but literally, he could not see. I'm surprised he doesn't run into walls. Great, they turn on automatically. That's him dealt with. Now we either deal with Foxy and then Fredbear, or vice versa. Where is Fredbear? Who the fuck knows? He's probably on camera 6, but I cannot see him. Someone moved. That's Foxy. Great. Then he appears somewhere. Ah yes, he's on the middle camera. And now he's on camera 5. He's quicker than the others. I'll give him that. Hello. Very spooky. Very vibrant in color. He's moving all right. Where he was, who knows? But he's missing his hat. But he's a real animatronic. But he acts exactly the same as Orange Bear. This fucker. Is he in Cam 3? Yes, he is, and that's Fredbear, alright. Plushie, at least. Ooga booga, show up in my office, bitch. Boom. Audio. Done. And now I deal with no one else. Great. Awesome. 6 a.m. What kind of lore are we gonna get now? Are we gonna get a refurbished cutscene of the blue guy dying? Maybe that was the person who died. No, it's a camera. No, it's exactly that. But it's animated. Neat. Is he going to be bleeding out? Yes. Very sudden. And we don't see the aftermath. Love it. Shift 4 of 5, and then overtime, where we get paid after we do overtime. Click on the wind up music box button if the percent number goes down to keep the puppet in its place for about a few seconds. What? No, I didn't. What? No.
Hello there. Today 4, huh? I'm so proud of you for getting this far. So just survive one more night tomorrow, and you can get your pay. Anyway, 2 more hallucinations are active tonight. Their names are Saga and Toy Foxy, so just don't panic when they get in your office, okay? Good. And oh, I forgot to mention this sooner, but you didn't realize that there was a wind-up music box playing in your monitor, right? Huh, that's what I thought. Anyway, this feature was installed in your monitor. There's a percent amount in this new feature, and finally, there's a strange puppet that's connected to it. So you just have to tap the wind up music box button every once in a while to keep the puppet from going anywhere. Because if you don't wind it up, and the percent bar is at 0%, then well, sudden death. And if you were to wind up music box though, it would keep the puppet in its place for a few seconds, I think. Anyway, you know drill and what to do and such. Good night and good but oh, I forgot to tell you this. We found 2 cassette tapes on the floor. They're from Bonnie's Family Diner, and I think the tapes are still functional. Anyway, see you noon. In the meantime, listen to this cassette tape. Hello, fellow employees. Welcome to your new career as an entertainer for Bonnie's Family Diner. These tapes will provide you with some info on how to use the suits properly. So today's lesson will be on the basics on how to change the animatronics mode to suit mode. So first things first, in order to change the animatronics mode into suit mode, turn the robot itself off and take it to the backstage. Then get a wrench if you have one and firmly turn the hand crank. Do it until it recoils / compresses the robot parts, providing some room for you to get in the suit. And just in case Bonnie breaks down everyone, you can wear the spare Bonnie suit that's downstairs while we repair the issue that made Bonnie shut down. And by the way, employees, the small Bonnie suit is off limit and forbidden from use. Since we were told by someone that is unsafe and dangerous. So if you use it, death will occur. So don't use it. And one more thing, we have a birthday tomorrow for our 12-year-old boy, so don't screw the occasion up, everyone. So just remember all this, and every employee will be okay and unharmed. And that was today's lesson. So remember to smile, because we're the main face of Bonnie's Family Diner.
Right? And I'm stuck to the left again. Guess my head just hit some super glue on the wall whenever I look over here. Hello, child. At least the night started at, while the phone call was going on. Not very fast and not very in the middle of the phone call, but at least it happened. Also, at that point, why not just, I don't know, leave me with the cassette tapes and the cassette tape player, so I could listen to it throughout the night or something, rather than listen to it over your phone. Because I guess we can't really know if they're pre-recorded messages or actual phone calls. Yes, hello, Phantom Freddy. I can't see you. And now we wait for Orange Bear. And then Bonnie. And all the hullabaloo. So that would mean that the person in this suit, who did not have a hat before, I believe, in the video thing we saw, he does now. Guess they gave it to him as they propped him up on the wall. Because once you're with the Fazbear K-12 company, you're here throughout death. Could you move it out of the way? I'm busy looking at the other guy behind you. Thanks. Also, he has literally no eyes. Springlock Bonnie has eyes at least. He doesn't. Not actual eyes, not robotic eyes. He's just a soulless. He's just a soulless husk. And also, I guess with the K-12 company, murder is also famous because they have one person trapped in a Springlock suit of Justin Afton. And they have the other guy, whatever his name was. I think it was David, but that might have been the child soul or whatever from Bonnie. Hello again. We meet again. Bonnie. Fuck off. Also, this music box is like the least opposing threat. I could probably not wind it throughout this entire night and still live. And where might this box be? Who knows? Not him. Oh, right. It's Bonnie that's moving. Because he moves all over the goddamn place. Great. Hey, you little shit. So that's awesome. Fredbear is still nowhere to be seen actually on camera. He just appears. Because he's not that. Whatever that might be. Oh wait, that's a foot of that. I thought it was like an animatronic that was standing or something. Yes, hello. Somehow, that suit looks more damaged than this suit, which is literally in shreds. If anything, that looks more burnt. Space, 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 space. No, that's all I'm at. Awesome. And now we wait for Foxy, and then Fredbear, and then Mangle, and the end of the night comes. Like, I love the... Oh, you also have something else to worry about alongside all of these. But, doesn't really make much of an impact. All we really know is that, ooh, it's a creepy puppet thing, as described by Phone Guide. But hey, it's a spooky puppet thing, so obviously we can't let it in, because it's spooky. Also, you look like you're just moving it. It looked like it was an animation of him popping up, and then him getting stuck in like the final frames of the animation. Oh well. Fredbear, come hither, you little shit. Booga booga, there he is. Woo! Also, why do we have to play audio now, when before we could just click on them? Like with Fredbear in the first game, you could literally just click on him. In the second game, guess what? You click on him. Why exactly now? Is it audio? Maybe because he's more pissed that even if you click on him anywhere on his body, he will still fight you. Or something. Oh yeah, Chica is active as well. Lovely. This is so stupid. Just come faster. Also, where are these 3 extra rooms? That's probably a bathroom. But what's this room? I bet it's a spooky room with a murderous springlock suit in it. Woo! And then someone else is gonna die. A third person. And you're finally missing your beak. That's a first. Yes, hello, child. Maybe after this night, we'll see more about the guy who died in the creepy Fredbear suit. Maybe we'll see him die in a pool of his own blood instead of just, like, lean back really quickly and grab onto the head of the suit. Whatever. Also, I find it funny how even though these are phantoms, they act like robots. That one I kind of get, because I doubt that's a phantom. But these guys, they are literally phantoms. They are not robots, yet they stand like they're deactivated. Yes, hello. You do nothing to me. And now we wait for the end of the night. Also, it sounds so like angry whenever you click down. Or like a vent. It's 6 a.m. and it's yellow now. Seems we have taken the opposite route with the red text. Now it will be yellow. 6 a.m. What will we see this time? Hey, Mike Smith. How did the past 4 nights go for you? It was so traumatizing for me. Is it because of all the hallucinations and robot/suits you face? Yes. Oh, I see. Anyways, we saw the Phantom Plushies and we asked them if they knew that you're working here. They said yes, and they also said that you're their father, and you promised to set them free. And they told us that they saw some spare suits in the back room next to Cam 8. I thought the phantoms were only visible from the cameras or some shit. Okay, I will put their souls in the suits after my overtime shift, if I'm ever up for it. Okay, and about the overtime thing. After you spend your last night here, which is tomorrow, you will get a paycheck and you'll be asked if you like to take overtime. If you say yes, then you'll take the shift. If not, then you won't. I hope you understand. Anyway, see you tomorrow night. Bye! I find it funny how they're just so chill or whatever. Bye. Smile. Why? Ooh, spooky! Also, why are we Mike Smith? How did he have children? And why are we back? We were fired last time for putting the plushies in a box with no holes. Inanimate objects, relatively, like non-living things, in a box. And also, it's yellow text. Looks like orange, though. This time, they'll just be more aggressive. Who knows, maybe the suits in the back will awaken or some shit.
Oh, hey there.
That's the back.
So welcome to Final After Week. And thanks for being here on opening day yesterday. It was nice of you to be here, really. But, here's the sad news. We might close our doors next week because you see... let's move to the lawsuit. Oh, it states here that 3 children went to the bathroom, which is camera 1, without permission, and it was off limits for children. And of course, they did not listen. Yeah, I know it's not funny. And they were all placed around bodies by night. And the parents of their children made successful blames with the 3 children's deaths, and they sued us. And the boss told us that if more incident happens here, the place will be closed for good and demolished soon after. Well, anyway, aside from the lawsuit, I'll tell you a few things quick. So, as a reward for making it for the week, you'll get a paycheck at the company's local warehouse, and after that, you'll be asked if you'd like to take overtime if you're up for it. But you don't want to leave the warehouse empty-handed without a paycheck, right? Now, I was told to inform you that the booster box will go down a bit faster each night, so be sure to line up a bit more often than last night. That's everything. You'll do and such, so see you next week. Bye. And I'll play the second set tape for you right now. Hello, phone, please. We have some bad news. Bonnie's Family Diner has been shut down for good. Because if you bullied the kid I mentioned in yesterday's Love Not suit. And that child was killed by Bonnie. And if bullies accepted full blame for the murder. So yeah, they're now being taken into custody by the cops. And the child named Alfred was killed by Yo Bunny downstairs. Which explains why there was a corpse and blood on the floor in the first place. So, due to both incidents, we're forced to shut down our restaurant. And we promise that tomorrow will be our last day of Bonnie's Family Diner being open to the public. And after closing, we'll put the animatronics in a safe place so that no one will get harmed. But on the bright side, we're constructing the second version of Bonnie's Family Diner right now as we speak. And we'll assure you that the robots will no longer harm anyone. So, anyhow, good luck on the last day, everyone. And remember to smile. You're the main face of Bonnie's Family Diner.
How the literal fuck is this company allowed to open establishment after establishment after establishment after something bad happens? The first one, someone got their head bit after they took in an animatronic or plushie from who the fuck knows where. And apparently that plushie had the literal strength to just bite a child's head. Granted, I don't know if it, bit clean off ooh, Freddy Bear shit, but ugh. Why? And also, how the fuck did Springlock Bonnie get a fucking knife? Also, you basically put a murderer in your attraction, and you expect him not to kill people? What the fuck? Your logic is very flawed. More flawed than I thought. And also, every time, honestly, you would think the police would be like, after they hired this one specific person with the last name ending in Smith, the restaurant seemed to close down. I wonder what happened. Maybe it was the person they hired. Or maybe the fact that they literally still contain Springlock suits, or whatever the fuck, for some reason. And also, apparently that there are more suits in the back room. And apparently, some kids got in the back room when they were not allowed. Are you telling me children do the exact opposite when you tell them not to go into a room? Maybe have someone stand guard next to the back room, if anything. Also, if the phantoms are not, if they are not able to be seen, at all, and we just have the special ability to see them or whatever, they literally have 3 attractions at most. Him, and Orange Bear. Hello, Spring Bonnie. How does it feel to be in a spring-lock suit for almost a decade now? I bet it feels bad. Maybe you shouldn't have jumped inside of it while running from ghosts. Ooga booga, appear in the fucking doorway. Bitch. Also, the music box is just weird now. Before, you could hear the music. Now, you cannot. At all. Booga booga, there's Bonnie. I don't care if you're my child, I will still punt you into the next decade. Hello, my child. It is I, your father, that you decide to scare every night for whatever reason. I feel like the music box would be a bit more of a threat, like, who knows, the Phantom plushies and shit made it go down more. Like whether it goes down faster or it just takes a chunk out of the round music box for whatever reason. What's that? Something else is moving. Oh yeah, it's this fucker. Ooga booga, he's staring at the camera. Hello. Goodbye. Also, for a person who died inside of a suit, you move very robotically. But then again, who knows? It could just be his corpse in the suit, and the suit itself is actually moving. Like Spring Bonnie, or Spring Lock Bonnie, for example. You can literally jam his AI, and he will go back to his place. So who knows? And if anything, I'm surprised this fucker doesn't move. Or the suit's in the back. But then again, they are suits. But because we literally know one type of suit in this entire story, known as spring lock suits or spare lock suits, someone is bound to climb inside of it and die. I just realized that creepy puppet fucker, that's from the second game. And maybe what we saw is someone who already died this game. Also, why would someone who died inside of the puppet suit, or whatever, why would they basically be controlled or pause for a few seconds with a music box? And also, that seems pretty long in seconds. Ooga booga, maybe this time I may actually see you. Ooga booga! And he's gone. Now we deal with Chica, Mangle, and then night is over. Because there's literally no other threat that could be added. Unless someone else wants to make a surprise appearance. So that's Chica, and then Foxy, or Mangle, and then the night is over. Also, I do not like how exactly scripted it is. Because it's not like, oh, be careful, a phantom animatronic could appear at the time someone else is moving, and you could miss them, and you could die by them. No, it's just, okay, they come one after another, usually in the order they're revealed in. Why? Come on, Mangle, fucking do something. Then they move here. And then camera 3. And then camera 5. And then my office, and they appear in the middle of the screen. Booga booga. And they do literally nothing. Night ends. Also, if I don't move the mouse, it shakes the entire screen. It's probably less obvious for you guys, but you can literally see like the after shadow of the poster in the fan. And also, that is definitely more orange text. And also, because this is 5th night, we now work overtime. And then a short custom night for the upcoming next game. Good job, sport. Paid to the order of Mike Smith. Date. Jesus. August 26, 2022. Which is funny because that date already passed. $180.55. Memo. See you next week. That's not a memo. From Fazbear's K-12 Company. The end. And then we get another ending slide from Overtime, and then another one from Custom Night. No, that is the wrong thing. Exit. This is taking very long to load. Hello? Okay, guess that just broke the game. Sweet. Close it. Open it back up. And there we go. Now it's working, because I started a new instance of it. So that's awesome. I guess don't go into the number of nights and then click back, because it'll just fuck your entire game. Oh god, it's loud again. Overtime shift. Meaning they just get slightly harder. Shift 6. Because they added every animatronic, it could literally not be harder. Booting up. Ooh, now it's red text again. I thought it was just going to orange, but no, it's classic red text. But this time from green to yellow to red. Ooh, it's spooky now. That actually kind of looks cool.
Oh, hey there. Welcome to sex. So, anyway, 2 more incidents happened yesterday, and our boss told us that we failed to do our job, and now we are forced to shut down yesterday, and we did. So, speaking of which, I have one question for you. What on earth are you doing there? I told you you can take over time, you said no, and showed up anyway. This is not okay. It's not okay to lie at all. We are firing you after this shit for lying. And I have one more thing to say to you before I hang up the phone. So the person wearing the yellow suit is after me. His name is Dave Colton. Anyway, the demolition crew will be here 10 minutes after your shift ends. So after your shift ends, please just go to the back room next to camera 8, which is showing the security map layout. There you will meet the hallucination plushies, which are your kids. and they free their souls and put them in the suits, and they get out there, okay? Because this place is dangerous for you to be at, and no, he's here. What are you doing here?
Cool. Also, I heard something move. Oh, that's just Freddy. He has red eyes now. That has to be Freddy because Freddy is gone. Good old Fredster. Because apparently we declined the overnight shift. Even though our main goal was to free the souls or whatever the fuck of our children. Apparently, Phone Guide knows that there are children. And also, he dies, like in the second game, and the first. I don't even know if he died in the second game. But awesome. As far as I know, they're just moving a tad bit faster. And, ruh-roh, we have to hurry up and do our shit so we can actually put their souls into the suits because they can't do it on their own or whatever the fuck. Before the demolition crew happens, after 10 minutes. But I mean, realistically, we could stand outside of the building and be like, wait for the demolition crew and be like, hey guys, I'm taking out the objects that are useful to the Fazbear Corporation, so I need a few minutes to go grab them. And then you go free the kids' souls, and then you book it out of the back exit. Also, Fazbear K-12 is a very incompetent company. So far, all the establishments have closed. Why? Because of incidents. But this time, they've shut down because of lawsuits. Not because of police investigating because, you know, 3 kids got stabbed by one of the attractions. No. They got sued by a mother of the children. I guess police just don't exist. And also, Fun Guy is like, yes, we shut down yesterday, so we are preparing for overnight the very next night. For whatever reason. Oh yeah, this guy's no. Strange, that guy's head. Oh wait, no. I swore his head leading to the side, but no. It just droops down, he picks it up, walks over to the camera, gets closer to us, and then books it. Ooga booga, I wonder if you're gonna look even creepier in the new red light. That's actually somewhat spooky, but it's funny because you can see how different the blue is from the dark background. Nothing happened at all. It's literally just slightly harder to see him. And also, I find it funny how Funga just like, we asked if you wanted overtime, you said no, so we're firing you for lying, even though the establishment is shutting down so you won't have a job anyway. And also, you gotta leave after your shift ends, because you can't just leave before your shift ends, apparently, even though you're not on the clock. Flawless. Hello, child. And then that makes this guy move. And then Fredbear, and then Foxy, and then Fredbear, and then Chica, and then Mango, and night is over. Yep, you see that? He's picking up his head. It took an entire camera footage interrupting for him to tilt his head up. Wow! Hello there. I'm going to turn off the lights as soon as you're in my office, because apparently that blinds you. Phantom, you're already blind because you have no eyeballs. So I can kind of see why that doesn't work on this fucker. But also, if I have the ability to jam his AI from my camera system, why can't I just do that with a creepy Fredbear? But there goes Foxy. Go, Foxy. Fucking hurry up so I can end my suffering. Please. Or it would be kind of cool, like I said earlier, if the Phantoms kind of showed up alongside the other actual threats, instead of one after the other. Because once we deal with Fredbear, we could basically just leave. Because they're just Phantoms. They do literally nothing. And they don't really add to the story that much either. And there he goes. Moving from cam 6 to 4 to 3. Also, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit, audio. I forgot about that, and I panicked. Oh well. Now we wait for Chica and Mango. Because we don't have to worry about the puppet because he has such a fucking easy wind-up system. Even though it's not really winding up, but even though, when we press it, it makes the sound of a hand crank. For whatever reason. And it takes an entire hour for 2 Phantoms to move and jump scare us. Also, what the fuck kind of vendetta do the actual robot Phantoms have against us? Because in the second game, they were angry, but that was Nicole, a man who tampered with them probably, or that could have just been him at the end of the week, but still. Also, how can you say a Phantom is active? It technically does not even exist. It's just an apparition. A ghost. Whatever. And that jump scare was a still image. It didn't even jump out. That aura was too dark to see. Now we wait for Mango, who shakes in front of your field of vision. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's coming from the game. I don't know what the fuck that is. Cool, I guess? There's literally no point to it. It doesn't amp up anything. I deal with this fucker, and then the night is over. Ooh, spooky. Music is amping up. Was the building on fire or something? Night over, come on. Or is there going to be one other threat? No, literally no threat at all. Music just decided to start playing. I guess somebody left their MP3 player. Ugh. And then I'm guessing we're going to help the kids get into the suits, for whatever reason, for the building to be demolished on top of our heads. And after you finish your 6th night, you did what the phone guide, Max, told you to do, which doesn't make sense because that's what you were going to do already. Go to the back room and meet the fan plushies there. free their souls from the plushies and put them into the robot bodies. And yet, you did all that. Then, 3 minutes later, Mike Colton arrived at Fazbear's Daycare, the horror attraction, with some gasoline and matches, because he's burning down the place to end Justin Afton's life/kill him. When you got out of the back room with your kids, who's inside of the spare robots now, you saw Mike Colton dropping the match onto the floor, which is covered in gasoline, and the entire place was lit on fire. Regardless of the fire, you and your kids got out of the building safely with no fire marks on your body, which is good. When it was 9:20 a.m., you received a newspaper and proceeded to read it. So here's what it says. I'm sorry, I thought the whole purpose of moving the kids' souls to the robots was to free them or some shit. Fazbear's Daycare, the horror attraction burns down, even though we have a picture of one of the animatronics' fucking heads on its floor. A local horror attraction was burnt down overnight before the demolition crew arrived at 6:10 a.m. this morning. The company decided to break up since they faced a lot of lawsuits over the years, and some of them involved murder. The authorities are unsure with what started the fire, but what the fuck? Sounds made from the internet, King Carter, Emil Mako, Scott Koth, and Popco, Sound Bible, Super FNAF. Wario's, 3 Candies, Tubbyland, Freddy, why? I mean, cool, I guess, but why? Like, why use sounds from other people's games? Inspired by Slender, Five Nights at Candy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, The Return to Freddy's 3. Cool. The series isn't over yet. I will now go find an image of the newspaper so I can actually read it in its full glory. Give me 1 second. I can't find it. So, let's just go on into the extras to see what's new there. Please don't tell me the game broke again. There we go. Animatronics. Springlock Bonnie. Creepy Fredbear. Phantom Puppet. Phantom Freddy Plush. Phantom Bonnie Plush. Phantom Chica Plush. Phantom Foxy Plush. Dirty Fredbear Plush. Phantom Toy Freddy. Phantom Mangle. Unknown Robot. Cool, that doesn't tell us jack shit. And also, cool Phantom Puppet. Why he's a phantom and why he's an actual threat in the game, who knows? Creepy Fredbear, ooh. Jump scares, Springlock Bonnie. Creepy Fredbear. Phantom Puppet. Phantom Freddy Plush, Phantom Bonnie Plush, Phantom Chica Plush, Phantom Foxy Plush, Dirty Fredbear Plush, Phantom Toy Freddy, Phantom Mingle, Unknown fucking Robot. Unused content. Unknown Fox. I was gonna add a character from version 1 of FNAF Plushies 3 into this revival of version 4, but since I had second thoughts of me breaking Click Team's ramp limit, I decided to remove him from the game completely. Fun fact, I planned for him to move on night 6 and the phone call would involve Max, your phone guide, getting killed by Unknown Fox at the end of it. Weird. Fun minigames. I planned for there to be minigames, but people might think they're boring and they're the same ones. I think. Give life / give cake to kids. So I decided to scrap it from the game. Power mechanic. I was gonna bring back a mechanic from the original version for power, but since the revival mentions that the power is unlimited, I didn't hear that, I decided to scrap it from the game entirely. But here's what Spring Bonnie's music box would have sounded like if the power went out. Cool. Behind the scenes. Making Springlock Bonnie's jump scare. Main gameplay 5 in Click Team engine. Creating Death Minigame 2. Cool. There's nothing really there. Custom night. Good old custom night. Gotta pick the shortest one, which is 4 minutes. Cool. Robot challenge. Which doesn't really make sense. Because if anything, why isn't Springlock Bonnie involved? He's literally a robot. You could use the excuse of like, oh, he's not a robot, he's a fucking haunted Springlock suit. Ooh. Yeah, so is this fucker. Also, why do I have to deal with the music box? That fucker apparently ain't a robot because he's a fucking phantom. But also, what the fuck are these two things? Are they not phantoms? Are they literally just ghosts at that fucking point? They're technically not robots. Oh, there he is. I guess I was very wrong. And I'm just blind, I guess. I did not see him on the roster. Cool. Hey, fucker. Show yourself. Bam. Get shit on. I'll probably just end up cutting this out if there's literally nothing added on. But really, there's nothing added on. It's literally just custom. Nothing is added. It's just a different challenge. Do not tell me he... That doesn't make sense. Why is he going before that guy? I mean, I like the kind of change, like, oh, the robots are going before the other robots, or whatever the fuck. But it's dumb. Because why now of all things? Why not do it in the other nights? Just like, why? Yeah, that's Phantom Toy Freddy, alright. Great! Just awesome. God, what the fuck? I'm stuck to the left again. This is so stupid. And that's Mango? Yep, that's Mango, alright, for whatever fucking reason. Cool. Booga booga! Fuck you, I can't even view you fully. And then, here comes Orange Bear. It says, unknown robot. And I highly doubt he will ever fucking show up again. But, for now, he is Orange Bear. Because he looks like Orange Freddy. From the first game. And then he just fucking disappeared. Because, who the fuck knows? I think. I don't think he was in the second game. Which doesn't make sense, because the only reason Golden Freddy wasn't in the second game was because he was inside the original building when it burned. As well as the Springtrap plushie, which wasn't really added. But then again, it was removed, I believe. But still. Yay, 6 a.m. and the text is white. Well, yellowish white. Kind of like a pineapple kind of flavor. Or not flavor, color, I guess. Ooh. What the fuck? Neat! Don't know why I only decided to move after the clock stopped chiming. To be continued in Five Nights at Freddy's Plushies 4 Origins, Chapter 1, Bonnie's Family Diner, 1976. We're going in the fucking past. Cool! That was all for this game. I guess. Stay tuned for the other videos on the series, and if you haven't seen the others, make sure to go see that. If you like this video for whatever reason, like it. If you want to see more of my content, make sure to subscribe and check out my past videos. Have a good day, and do what you do best. See ya!